Hello Frenzy, my name is Kate Shark and welcome back to Scarlet Hollow. So, this is the second part of day 3, I believe. My understanding is we will have a very awkward dinner and some ghost hunting, so we'll see what happens. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner roll, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kanika anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders are tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. She sits opposite of you at the far end of the table, her features silhouetted against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. She's the town doctor. This dinner might be a good opportunity to question her about recent events. Pills. She slides a few tablets towards Reese. He obediently swallows them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. I work too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Well, you have excellent taste in brands, and if you ever want any tips on easy home-cooked pasta sauces, you know No thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. The danger. Have you ever heard of factitious disorder? Of course I have. I went to medical school. What's factitious disorder? Silence falls over the dinner table. It's where someone pretends to be sick or makes themselves sick on purpose. Or does it to someone else? Oh. Great dinner rolls, Dr. Kelly. Oh, I didn't know what it meant. I didn't make them, I just put them in the oven. Silence returns. Seconds feel drawn out like minutes. Dr. Kelly's eyes previously glanced towards her son before flitting back into position of annoyance. You can't help but feel like you saw what went beyond compassion and worry to be genuine fear. Small talk. Lie. Thanks for putting this together. Dr. Kelly, thanks. I don't usually have to cook for so many people. I'm just glad there was enough for everyone. My bad. Reminded me of what I used to be like when these two would come over, hungry teenagers eating me out of house and home. I should have charged your parents for all the food you kids went through. Honestly, it was like I was running a restaurant, not a doctor's office. Let's see. What were Stella and Kanika like as kids? Noisy and messy, like all kinds. There's suddenly a wistful look in their eyes, like she's glimpsing back to some brighter time in her life. Kanika softens too, her shoulders lowering from their defensive place by her ears. They always had those little projects, videos or crafts or animal rescues, whatever it was that had captured their imaginations that week. Hang on, I'm gonna adjust how I'm sitting. Sorry, everyone. The glimmer of joy at the corner of her eyes fades, her glower returns in its place. Jesus. So like I said, noisy and messy. Did anyone bring a dead squirrel into your house once? Oh god, not the squirrel. I remember that squirrel. Didn't you think the doc could Frankenstein it back to life or something? It's weird you call your mom the doc. I was like 12. I was very susceptible to what I saw in media and very sad about that squirrel. That's one of those things that keeps me up at night. I still feel guilty about bringing that thing into your house, Dr. Kelly. I'm just glad you didn't make it a habit. How well do you know Tabitha? Not very. I know her a lot better if your family didn't seem to be afraid of doctors. I can count on one hand the number of times she's been in my office. Yikes. No wonder everyone but that old Edwarding died so young. Hopefully your mother was better about taking you to your doctor's visits. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something genetic at play, and it's much better to catch those things early. Small talk. Nope, we did that one. Does no one in this town have 2 parents? Reese is a talented artist. You must be very proud of him. He has a lot of skill, honed through practice and dedication. I can't say I understand a lot of his pieces, but of course I'm proud. Thanks, Doc. I don't want the danger. Do you know Sam Wayne? Sam Wayne. Dr. Kelly takes a moment to think. No, it doesn't ring a bell. Someone you know? We have reason to believe he might have caught some kind of weird illness at the mines. He definitely looks like he could use medical help, so please let us know if he shows up or anything. If there's someone harassing you, you should get the police involved. This isn't any of my business. Have there been any strange illnesses spreading around town? What? No. You sure you haven't met with any old miners who had unusual symptoms? Anyone who seemed sort of trippy? Or strangely ominous when they talked? Sorry to pry, just doing my due diligence. Absolutely not. I've barely seen so much as a runny nose, which is a good thing. If you're so concerned about the mine, why don't you just have Kate ask Tabitha? I have no interest in violating HIPAA for your weird little investigation into nothing. Yeah, I don't think she's gonna tell us much of anything. See, I'm not at liberty to discuss private medical information. You sure? Not even a little bit? It could help our investigation into the strange goings-on in the town. You don't have to name names. Investigation into what? The mine collapse? I think if it's best if left to professional Stella. Not to mention, not someone who runs around in the woods with a camcorder. Judging by the police response so far, Dr. Kelly, I don't think it is. We saw some stuff down in the mines last night that I struggled to explain. Maybe if we knew there were any miners suffering from hallucinations, we could just rule it out as a gas leak, but you were in an abandoned mine. The chances you were huffing something dangerous and hallucinatory are through the roof. Leave it at that and treat it as the accident it was, not some kind of mystery to unravel. Okay. Remain silent. So, we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week while Kate is still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like it's ever going to change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in a basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends over. Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix. Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Damn it, I knew it. I knew this would be too much. Everyone out of my house. Please, just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his life. All it does is hurt him more. But we can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs friends the most. No, now is when he needs me the most. I am his doctor and his mother. I know you care about him, and I know that. And he knows it too. But all any of you would do is get in the way. So just leave, please. I mean, I don't think arguing is going to help. Sorry, we'll get out of your way. Good. 3 of you are rushed out the door. We'll be back, Reese. I hope you feel better soon. Jesus. Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your face as the click of a lock signals the end of your dinner at Reese's. Factitious disorder. Do you really think Reese's mom is making him sick? If she is, I swear to God. She wouldn't. That's just so horrible. Who would do something like that to their own kid and for so long? No, there's no way. Y'all are barking up the wrong tree. It seems far-fetched, and it's definitely rare, but I don't think we can rule it out. Something weird happened when I went to wash my hands. It was like I was forced to try and break into the clinic. Forced how? It's like something was making me go there. I wonder. Was it like the carving in the pit last night? Before you had that seizure? It was kind of like you were hypnotized. I wasn't there, but I guess I'll take your word on it. Hypnotism seems like a step up from what we've been dealing with, though. I mean, I don't know. A lot happened last night, but the whole thing was very trance-like. I guess it was kind of similar. What if there's another carving in there? That'd be so weird. If there is, I wonder if it'd give you another vision. Maybe these things have something to do with the ditchlings. You're not suggesting we go poking around in there, are you? Of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. I am not breaking into Dr. Kelly's clinic based on a bad vibe Kate got. Yeah, that's... Do you get the impression that Dr. Kelly is afraid of Reese? I could have sworn I saw genuine fear in her eyes for a second there. You sure she wasn't being overprotective? I'm sure that's all that's going on. And she has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what it's like for both of them to go through. If anyone is afraid of anyone in that house, Reese is afraid of his mom. I think you're both reading into things too much. Dr. Kelly is good people. Look, I'm just saying there's more to their dynamic than just him being sick, but it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. We could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun is setting, and we wouldn't want to miss a second of ghost action. Stella hurries off down the hill, almost as if to run away from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her down the slowing, darkening street. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Oh, there it is, right there. I see it. Maybe Kanika's right. Maybe ghosts aren't real, and the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. Your thoughts jump to the ghost books you've read over the years. So often the ghosts in stories are metaphors for something else. Are real ghost metaphors too? Before you enter, a pair of figures in the nearby bush catch your eye. You can't help but feel that with every passing day the ditchlings grow bolder. Yeah, I see them right here. And right there. See if there's one right there. I can't remember what it is to make this go away. Is it... I can't remember. Hold on a second. What's it? Controls? Let's see. Self-voicing. I don't want to... Is it H? There we go. There's one right there. Let's see, there's one there. Oh, there's what's-his-face right here. And there's these two. Ditchling Boulder. He's right there. Walter's right there. Just as its exterior was intimidating in the setting sun, the inside of the library, it's dark, its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them as they left. Oh, God. Hey, Oscar, are you back yet? Shh, you can't yell in the library. It's against the rules. It's after hours. Rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. Hey, you're here sooner than I expected. Hope dinner went okay. Yeah, it went okay. Reese wasn't feeling up for a longer hangout, unfortunately. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. Just means we have more time to hunt ghosts. Come fully loaded. Got my EMF reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video cameras, salt, flashlights for everybody in case the ghost messes with the electricity, parabolic microphone, Sharpies and paper for automatic writing, matches and candles for rituals. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Well, this is a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. Did you just have this stuff ready to go in a bug-out bag or something? Of course I do. I actually stashed a couple of bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in late and pop out to grab more stuff once things start getting spooky. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for lack of trying, and after last night, I'm more than ready to try again. There were ditchlings in the bushes outside. Let's do that. Who knows how many more are looking around out there. That's concerning. Are we sure it's safe to be around them? If Sybil's right, we're only going to see more of them as time goes on. We can't let them get in the way of things. I'm gonna say... Last night was weird. I don't know what we saw. Same here. It was so dark and cramped in there. I can't be sure anything I heard or saw wasn't just part of a long drawn-out panic attack. Good thing I got audio of the knocking. Real proof that we had paranormal encounter. Or proof that the rocks were shifting around us preceding the cave-in. One of these things is just slightly more likely than the other. Yo, don't rush off ghost busting without Zane. No way I was gonna forget your promise, Stella. Zane, glad you can make it. I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. Now let's go mess with some ghosts. I hope my house is big enough for 5 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead and get started. It's through the back, follow me. Looks like the sun is almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey! You didn't really think you'd be doing this without me, did you? Rosalina, I thought you were at Alexis's place. Sorry, Mr. Gutierrez. She's really convincing. Oh, hi Zane, what's up? Yo. You don't have to leave me out of stuff like this anymore, Dad. I'm not some fragile thing that needs protecting. I can handle seeing a ghost or whatever it is that keeps us out of our house. I really don't think you want to see what's in there, Rosalina. I don't know if you'd ever be able to feel safe in our house again if you knew it was there. I mean, Zane's coming. It's not like this is an adults-only event. She's got a good point, Mr. G. Yeah, I don't want to be coddled just because you're scared. Alexis and I can handle this. Yeah, we can totally handle this. Okay, I'm sorry, Rosa. Just let me know if it gets to be too much and you want to leave, okay? Thanks, Dad. Let's get our house back. We all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furniture. Aside from the painting on the floor, this living room feels too normal, too human to be haunted. You can imagine long winter nights reading by the fireplace without a care in the world. Okay. Looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural. None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. But I'll set up a camera in case it falls again. Could be important evidence. You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. It's just down the hall. Oscar and Kanika startle as the door swings open. Hold it! You're not taking my cousin along for any more of your little hijinks without me. Tabby? I can't believe you had the audacity to give up me the slip earlier today, Kate. After I explicitly asked you not to, at least you did me the courtesy of letting me know exactly where you'd be tonight so I didn't have to waste my time looking for you. Wait, Kate, you invited her? Wow, Kate, you really brought the whole gang together today. I have every right to be here, Kanika. My family built this place, you know. Yeah, I know. We all know. Kate, what made you think inviting her was a good idea? I mean, she does have a right to know where I'm at. She just wants to make sure I don't get hurt. Yeah, I'm looking out for my cousin. If y'all are going to drag Kate into dangerous situations every night, you'll have to deal with having a chaperone. Got it? Okay, sure. That mine was definitely dangerous. But a haunted house? Come on. This is one of the least dangerous things that someone could do. It's basically a slumber party. I don't know, Kanika. I usually don't see much action out in the woods, and you know Kate and I would both wound up in a pretty hairy situation Monday night. I don't think we can rule out the possibility of grave danger. Exactly. I'm not underestimating how much danger Kate can find herself in, even while walking through a perfectly normal house. Sounds like we're in for an interesting night. I wonder if the ghost will even show with this many people around. But wait, is it just me or does it suddenly feel colder? It sure does. I definitely feel that. I mean, you're in a tank top, dude. The temperature gun says it's actually a couple degrees colder, but that's normal. Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house. Whoa, a genuine cold spot. I got a snap of a pic. Oh, hold on. Whoa, a genuine cold spot. I got to snap a pic for posterity. Is that it? This isn't very scary. Come on, ghost, let's see some real action. Hold on. Wait, Rosalina, if the ghost mostly manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? I've only seen the stain. Dad made me switch rooms with him way before we moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop in the library. Even if there is something back there, I'm not scared of it. I'm mad at it. Y'all are so brave. I'd be terrified sleeping somewhere that might have a ghost. If we split up and search for clues, maybe it's just shy. Oh, let's see who this really is. Yeah, I know, right? It sounds alright. Gang, I think we'll corner if we split up and search for clues. Oh, if that's the case, I call dibs on Tabby. Fine, but Kate is coming along too. The three of us can search the least dangerous room like the bathroom or a closet. No, absolutely not. I think we all know how that would go. Ghost or no, splitting up is always a recipe for disaster. Yeah, you're probably right. If we discover a ghost here, we should all discover it together. That's not exactly the angle I was going for, but okay. Yo, once we find the ghost, how are we gonna get rid of it? Like, how does one bust such a thing? Well, my ghost hunting kit has symbols from every major religion, assorted holy books, a bunch of salt, and some jars for ectoplasm. And if worst comes to worst, we can always use the Ouija board to politely ask it to leave. Aren't Ouija boards super cursed? Are you sure that wouldn't make it mad or invite in a demon into the house or something? Ouija boards are toys. The only power they have is scaring kids at slumber parties. I think I'd rather not take the chance. One ghost is enough to deal with. I don't much like the thought of opening a door for something worse. Wow, you've never been this superstitious, Dad. This ghost really has you freaked out. Okay. Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. Yikes. That feeling again, like the mines, like the door to the clinic, a dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling, something in this house. Though whether it's a ghost or something worse, you weren't sure. Whoa. That's where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Yeesh, that's gotta be tough to scrub out. Doesn't the county own this house? Do they know about the damaged carpet? Have you seen your house? I don't see how that's relevant. Weird. I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Then your equipment is wrong. The strain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count, and it just keeps coming back. That's weird. It's just a stain, Dad. Can't we just cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here. Let's get scientific about this. If you scrub the stain out a bunch, maybe that's part of the summoning ritual. Never heard of a bleach-activated ghost before. You don't use bleach to clean a carpet, Tabitha. Whatever, how was I supposed to know? Not everyone gets to learn how to clean things. If y'all are offering free carpet cleaning, be my guest. Have you tried tearing up the carpet? In a house owned by the government? Nope, I'm not messing with their carpets. I'd rather scrub ghost blood out of it every day than have the government take me to court for destroying their property. Fair. Don't worry, I'm sure they'll just take you to court for neglect instead. Did it occur to you that there could be a leaky pipe under the floor? I hate to agree with Tabitha on anything, but some kind of structural damage does seem likely. Tearing up the carpet doesn't seem like such a bad idea. Plus, there might be something written under there in blood. Only one way to be sure. Tabitha excitedly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. Oh dear. You're doing the government a favor, really. Oh. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch at the floor around it stained in reddish brown. There's a broken seal around its edges. Whoever carpeted over this hatch didn't want anyone going down there. What if there isn't a ghost after all? What if somebody lives down there? Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here. There's a broken seal around its edges. Someone didn't want us down there. Yeah, but how long ago was it sealed up? Whoever did this has got to be long gone, right? There's no basement in this house. At least we weren't told about a basement. And look, all the red stuff is coming from underneath. Oh yeah, it's a super haunted, alright. You've got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can just feel it. You'll know last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or crawl space or whatever it is under that hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. The water dissolved the caulk around the edge and leaked through the carpet. And it's red because North Carolina has red-ass dirt. It's as simple as that. That red clay, oh my god. Red clay and red dirt, and it is ridiculous. It's not mud, it's blood. Human blood. I tested it. Well, you tested it wrong. They said it at the same time. It can't be blood, right? Kanika's right. You've got a muddy floor. And that's why it's so cold in here, too. There's wet dirt under the house. Congratulations, we solved your ghost problem. No way. There's an old hatch in the floor that someone tried to seal up. We're not leaving until we know what's down there. I'm with Stella. This is my room. I need to know what's down there. You consider that they may have tried sealing it up because it's unsafe? Uh-oh. You think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevice. I am so sorry I'm burpy. I'm going for it. The dog. You come to an Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is, and your friends are nowhere in sight. The building feels colder, and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale with an undercurrent of mold and earth. It makes you feel claustrophobic, as though you're in a coffin. Each breath depleting like what little oxygen is left. How did we end up back here? Where is everyone? Did we pass out again? Was there a gas leak in the basement or something? Is fainting some kind of weird family thing? Is there a genetic condition I need to be worried about? Not that I'm aware of. Nothing like this has happened before you got to town. Who knows what sort of nastiness was festering in that basement? Your cousin marches to the front door and opens it. Why does it look like Oscar's house is in front of us? Didn't we just leave? I must be just misremembering things. Let's go. What if others passed out in Oscar's house or somewhere deeper into the library? Then going back for them won't do them any good. If they're not outside or in the library, we'll call the cops and let them take care of it. We don't want to wind up passing out again. We're of no use to anyone like that. Two of you cross the hallway and open the door. What the fuck? Something isn't right. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet and the scent of flowers drifts on in the breeze. See that creature behind the thorns? That's one of the bad omens Stella and I found in the woods. And that shadow in the distance. Ew. Please tell me I'm not the one who's seeing that scratchy shadow in the distance. You're not. What the hell is that thing? Am I having a stroke? Are you having a stroke? Are we both having the same stroke at the same time? Did we die? Don't be so dramatic. I think I know if we were dead. There's got to be an exit somewhere. We just have to look. Wait, do you hear music? Oh, God. It's not supposed to be jump scares. Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in the shadow rises to attention. Stella? Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Huh? Holy shit, Stella, you scared me. Yeah, you cut it out. Did you say Eddie? No one's called me that in a long time. It's Edwardine now. I'm not a child anymore. Edwardine? Eddie? You've got to be kidding me. Wasn't that our great-grandmother's name? Yes, and Stella knows that. Quit messing with us, Stella. It's not funny. I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone. And you absolutely shouldn't have shown up here, of all places. If you're caught, I don't think you understand what Father might do. Am I supposed to... Just listen? Instead of responding, you say, stand back and listen instead. It's like she's got some kind of script. Maybe when it's done, she'll go back to normal. A flash of pain in Stella's eyes tells you that she's keenly aware of everything that's happening right now. She's in agony. I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to Normandy, and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides Father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. Shut up, shut up. She can't. How do we snap her out of this? She's clearly possessed. By what? The Edwardine Scarlet? Tabitha tenses. You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. Let her go, please. She's gone, along with a shadow in the corner of the room. Okay. Come on, we must have taken the wrong door out of the annex. We're getting out of here before anything else happens. I don't think we're in the woods. I don't think we ever left the house. No, wait, come on. We're going back inside. She yanks your arm, pulling you back the way you came. Where did the annex go? There's another thing there. Let's try the door? But there can't be anything behind it. It's just standing there. You ignore her walking forward, reaching for the doorknob. Jesus! Bell is ringing as a cacophony rages outside. The door in front of you pulsates as figures unseen bang against it. A shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly more defined. Are you kidding me? This is messed up. We need help. God, please let this call go through. Tabitha anxiously taps her foot as she waits for her phone to connect. Hey, it's... What? No, it's Tabitha. Didn't you see the caller ID? Stop interrupting me. Can't you hear what I'm... Your cousin's cut off by a tone of a disconnected call. Great. She couldn't hear a word I said. Looks like we're on our own. Junior. Junior, pack your things. Quickly, hurry. Jesus, Rosalina, you scared the shit out of me. Maybe we should run him out on a rail, too. Make an example of the whole family. Can't believe we're gonna have to rescue you again. Wait. Charlie and now Junior. Keep listening. You continue listening to the scene. Please, he's only a child. We'll leave peacefully. Just give us a little more time. They were only children, too. My boy was in there. Why should I give Junior here all the time in the world to gather his little toys and fancy clothes? My boy didn't have that kind of luxury. Oh. We're seeing the scattered memories of what's left of a life, aren't we? Of what's left of Charlie's life. If she weren't possessed, Stella would love this so much. Don't listen to him, Charlie. Just keep packing. Looks like the others are on their way. Better hurry, boy. Or you and your little dolls here might get burned up. As for you, lady, what makes you think we're gonna keep any of those valuables you're packing in that fine suitcase of yours? Symbolism of those rooms. God, this sucks. Book smart. I wonder if we should be paying attention to the symbolism in these rooms. There was a goat's head back in the garden and a lamb here. Maybe there's signifying age. And the pickaxe is probably emphasizing this place's connection to the mines. You can have fun doing that yourself. Okay. Trust me, boy, the coppers ain't coming here tonight. And what makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have had you working in the mines too, instead of lazing around in this big house. Maybe you would learn a thing or two about respecting your elders. Don't talk to my son like that. Don't talk to me like that, woman. I call the shots. Now get out unless you want to go up in flames with all your precious jewels and expensive dresses. You're lucky I even letting you leave. I think there's more to this ghost than just the mind collapse. We're still missing a lot of the story here. What more could there possibly be? We get it, Ghost. You have trauma, but I've got some news for you. We all have trauma, and most of us don't use it as an excuse to trap people in some sort of psychedelic funhouse. It's okay, Charlie. You can make new ones even better than these. It's good for him. Shouldn't be playing with dolls anyway. Now you're gonna have to earn your keep just like the rest of us, boy. No more big inheritance for you. Alexis and Rosalina are whisked away, leaving you and Tabitha in the empty room. Oh, that thing's gone too. As they depart, the front door stops pounding and opens into a beckoning white void. What? We're in hell. We both died and we're in hell. Who did you call on the phone earlier? Friend of the family. Not that it matters, though. The call didn't go through, so we're on our own. There's so many ditchings here. Yeah, there are. Those things are horrible. No wonder you were such a mess on Monday. Okay, let's put our heads together. What do we know? We know that we can't leave, and we know we're not possessed, at least as far as we can tell. And whatever we saw in this room, at least it happened right after the Shaw mine collapse in 1918. I think the only option on the table for us right now is to keep doing what it wants us to do. Maybe it'll stop at some point, or maybe we'll figure out a way to escape. You're right. There's only one way to get to the end of this, shall we? Yeah, let's get this over with. You and Tabitha walk up to where the pounding door used to stand and step into the void. You're outside, and it's night, a false moon looming massive in the painted sky. The night feels thick and warm, the insects lively, their calls unnaturally tinny, Everything feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record fished from the bottom of a pond. Ugh, what magic words do we have to say to get you to let us go? We're sorry, okay? Whatever our family did to piss you off so much, we're sorry. Ugh. You poor dear. I've been keeping track of you, scuttling around like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Edwardine, haven't you? Okay, these scenes are out of order. This one must be after the garden and after the collapse. Oh, this shadow. Yeah. Who is... Okay, these scenes are out of order. This one must be after the garden and after the collapse. That's exactly what I was thinking. This has to be after he met back up with Edwardine. Wait, what am I doing? I refuse to get invested and figure out this weird little puzzle. There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret is safe with me. You know, I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family, and what it did to the two of you young'uns. Childhood sweethearts, just think how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? Yeah, it definitely looks like there's more to this haunting other than the collapse. I don't think I want to know about some fling my great-grandmother had. This is definitely too much information. And it really has nothing to do with me. I'm sure by now you've realized the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you. But it's not for lack of desire, as you well know. It's Enoch. Even if you dragged her over the town limits, his hold over her would make sure neither of you would ever be happy again. Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father. Do you want that to be the two of you? What happened to our parents? What do you know about Enoch, Tabitha? Our great-great-grandfather? He was in charge of the mines when they collapsed. Besides that, I don't actually know much about the man. Has there been some kind of theme of the possession? Is a ghost... Like, who's playing what role? Stella was Edwardine. Rosalina seemed to be that guy's mom. Alexis was some angry townsperson, and Kanika is some nosy old lady. If there's a pattern, I'm not seeing it. Maybe it'll be clear once we've seen the full ensemble. Yeah, maybe. The powers at work here are stronger than ever, than even your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here. Then you can both go free. No more misfortune, not for you, not for anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the holler. Kanika mimes handing you something through her hand, though her hand is empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. Okay, symbolism in this room. The flies on the flowers could symbolize something that looks like it should be sweet, but it's actually rotten. Do you know what some of this other stuff is? No, and I don't see how that helps us. It's obvious that no one should trust this lady. I mean, just listen to the way she talks. I don't need a fly-infested flower to tell me something is up with her. That's where you'll find them. You'll need her there, and be careful. Good luck to the both of you. I hope you get your happiness. And then she's gone. Tabitha sighs. Okay, let's find the way out. Unless you have any ideas, I don't think there's anything else we can do until we get to the end. Or until we die, whichever. For the two of you can leave, the smell hits you. Sweating, suffocated flesh with a tinge of saccharine and stomach-churning scent of decay. Ugh. There you are. I would have found you sooner, but the resident clearly doesn't want me here. Ooh. It doesn't seem to have the same issue with these miserable little parasites. Oh, gross. Bottom feeders always manage to slip through the cracks, don't they? Tabitha grabs your arm. You grip tight, trembling in fear next to you. What an unfortunate situation you've been dragged into, Kate. I don't think that girl is any good for you. Stella, what was her name? Seems she's quite skilled at finding trouble. Maybe we should pay her a visit soon. She makes it out of here alive. Tabitha bolts for the underbrush, desperately pulling you along. Stella. So Wayne's connected to the ditchlings. He knew something about them. I don't know anything about that, and I don't care to find out. But if I get you to stop engaging him in conversation, then sure, he's connected to the ditchlings, and he's super evil and bad, and talking to him will curse you. Or whatever it is those things are supposed to do. Oh boy. The two of you step out from the brush and into a long wooden corridor lined with bottles and rails. Ugh. A figure rises to attention, blocking your way. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now. As Zane is swept away, the room pulls itself to you and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. Oscar lies in its center looking pitifully small. There's that thing. I'm sorry, boy. Sorry I let my trouble drive your mom away. And sorry those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now. So Oscar's... So, Oscar is Charles Sr. Yeah, Charles Shaw Sr. You should probably know him by now. Everyone in Scarlet Hollow knows about him. What happened to... But they don't know about his son. No, they don't. This is honestly the first time hearing about the guy. Damn it, Junior, how many times do I have to tell you I tried to stop it from happening, but that damn snake Enoch went behind my back. Oh, what bullshit. Strike a nerve. It was Charles Shaw's fault. That's just a fact. I mean, you know what they say about history. It's written by the victors, and Charles Sr. was clearly not a victor. As if the Scarlets were any kind of victors themselves. The collapse hurt their reputation too, you know. It took years for the mine to recover. You're right, I've been using that excuse for too many years. At a certain point, a man has to accept when he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hand still. They destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon. But it won't be able to rest. There's a thing, ditchling there. Not until our name is cleared, not until you can pass on the name with pride. It's my only request, Charlie. Go back there, tell people the truth, try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I'm no murderer. Do you think that's why he was getting close with Edwardine? I'm so confused. Do you think that's why he was getting close with everything? I don't know. I guess it's possible, but it doesn't look like it panned out. Damn it, boy. I may not have till the morning. Promise me. Promise you'll go back and at the very least show that Enoch bastard what for. Stand in silence. You watch as Oscar's body seizes and falls through the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him. This ghost is so full of it. Where are you going? Cousin steps forward and disappears through the hole left in the bed, leaving you to follow. I mean, I don't have any other choice. You and your cousin find yourselves crouched under a large table. Stella stares at you through the indecipherable murmurs and shuffling of feet echo through the ends of the table. Yikes! Okay, there's the feet. I think I'm gonna be sick. They're so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them. Neither of them ever left the shadow of their parents, did they? First showed up. I guess we're supposed to be the kids now. She doing a baby voice. Neither of them ever left the shadow of their parents, did they? I guess not. I don't think either Charlie or Eddie really got what they wanted out of life. Doesn't justify what this ghost is doing, though. I'll try to keep it away from my brothers so they don't smash it, though I wish I could make it move like you can. And you can even do the voices. You know, you could probably make real money if you put on a show for people. Everyone's been moving so weirdly like they've been possessed, right? He's got a thing with puppets. Oh, so that's why I think he sure does. A traveling show? And you want me there too? Oh, could we go to towns along the beach? I've heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world. I've never been. I wish we could go back in time all those years ago and tell them what we know. Me too. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean. You can see the tiniest shimmer of tears in Tabitha's eyes. She blinks and they're gone. There, are you done now, Charlie? Can we leave? Everything crashes to a thunderous black before you or Tabitha can get in another word. Jesus! Yikes! Christ alive. A single spotlight remains, illuminating a trapdoor in the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. We're the final performers. Do you think it's over? We're the final performers, aren't we? We must be. Which one of us is going to open the door? I'm scared. Me too. Open the... Wordlessly step forward towards the trapdoor. Creaks open all on its own. Oh god, this is so much worse than opening it ourselves. You and Tabitha are shoved from behind and tumbled through the hatch. It took some digging, but it's there. The map was right. That means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. We can be happy to get... Oh, God! Eddie? Good. Oh god, I'm actually going to be sick this time. Your cousin violently heaves into the void, but nothing comes up. There's nothing here. This place is completely empty. She was conflicted. Did you see that tear running down her cheek at the end? She was conflicted. I didn't, but that's a good point. This whole thing isn't very fair, you know. We only saw one side of the story. It's not like we can get Edwardine's perspective on things unless she's also a ghost. Let's hope she isn't. Oh! Ugh, what now? Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? Tabitha said when I was set foot in this town until... Why should I? I'm not responsible. Let it continue. You must answer for the crimes committed by your scarlet blood. Are you kidding me? I hate it here. I hate it here so much. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to die, please. I have been alone in the dark for so long. All I ask is for your years, to pay for the years that were taken from me. What are you saying? My life was stolen from me. I want some of yours. It's only fair. No, it's absolutely not fair. You could be kidding me. Neither of us had anything to do with what happened to you. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. One of you must forfeit. It doesn't matter which. Bullshit. You're on trial here, aren't you? Advocate for yourself. And what happens if we refuse? Then I will stay. I will stay until I get what I'm owed. I don't understand. You will live a shorter life, and I will finally be satisfied. I will have justice. I will finally die. I will leave this house at last. How much shorter would my life be? You aren't seriously entertaining this thing, are you? This isn't for you to know, just as it wasn't for me to know. One day, sooner than you'd like, you will die. Wait, I had a trait that the sentence has been handed down. Make your choice. I hope I didn't come too late. Mom? All of you better get out of here before the spirit regains its composure. Whoa! It's certainly a strong one, isn't it? Don't worry about the others, they're safe. I got your call, Tabitha, but it was definitely not easy getting down here. Get us out of this pit, Sybil. Tabitha, I don't think it's wise to leave someone like this anywhere anyone could stumble across it. Why is that our problem? It wants something, doesn't it? And I think you know which of you should volunteer. You must be joking. You're the eldest cousin. You're the one who's actually lived in this town. It's only right. Absolutely not. We should just leave. I'm not giving in to the demands of some dead guy. I'm not leaving before I put this thing to rest. Oh, God. Let's just leave. Agreed, Sybil. You got in here. Can you get us out? Sybil sighs. Tabitha, are you sure you want to leave this business? I'm finished. Absolutely. This is not our problem. You think it's the best course of action? Yes, I can get you out. It's only a question of seeing through the illusion. We're in a basement. Even if all your senses are telling you otherwise, let's try closing your eyes and remember where you are. You do what she says, closing your eyes. Suddenly the sounds and tactile sensations of the spirit realm feel much more distant, as though you've partially woken from a terrible dream. Good. Now feel for the stairs. You fumble in the darkness, grasping for air in front of you. Your palm meets wood with a solid thunk. It's a staircase. You can feel it under your hands. I found it. You begin your ascent. Good work, you two. You're doing great. You place a confident foot on the wooden floor of what you assume must be Rosalina's room. You open your eyes, feeling what feels like a superstition of the real and the fake. Don't let it trick you again. The powers are really struggling to maintain their grip on you. You continue. You feel the door frame under your palm and then the sturdy walls of the hallway beyond. We're almost out. I knew it. I knew this ghost wasn't a big deal. It's only faltering now because it's exhausted. Don't underestimate the spirit, Tabitha. You stumble into the corridor between the annex and the library. The real world swims closer and closer to bring back in focus. The doors. Come on, Kate. We're almost there. You and Tabitha fall towards the entrance, your legs still unsure of the ground underneath you, and the doors fly open. Huh. Reject the burden of your family's sins. You're outside. It's real this time. A cool autumn breeze blows small piles of dry leaves across the steps of the library. I'm gonna peace out. Back-to-back encounters with my own mortality. I've got a lot to ponder. See you, Rosalina. See you, Alexis. Sam walks off down the road. Finally, we're out of the fun house. But the spirit remains. It would have been much better to banish the thing. Shit. It's spread from the annex to the entire building. Anyone who steps foot in there might be subject to its torment. Not my problem. Not Kate's problem. Shit. I don't want anyone else in town to have to experience that. That was awful. We'll board the place up and say there was a gas leak. There, fixed it. I suppose I'll have to find another place for me and Rosalina to stay. This was such a disaster. I'm sorry to have brought you all into that house. I should have left the place to rot. You and Rosalina could always stay with us, Mr. Gutierrez, excuse me. I wouldn't want to impose on your parents like that. It's a lot to ask. I can figure this out. I made a huge mistake. Do you think the ghost will let me back in for a do-over? That would be ill-advised. The spirit is much stronger now than it would make your choice. If you went back in there, I can only imagine demands of you would be that much steeper. It's just a house, and we don't even own it. I'm not going to let you sacrifice years of your life for a rental. It's done, Kate. We should all just accept what happened and move on. I'm really sorry we couldn't get rid of your ghost, Oscar. Don't apologize. I wouldn't want you to lose something that important for a rental unit owned by the estate. Honestly, if it makes you feel better, I don't think I could have lived with the guilt if you'd made that choice. Your cousin grumbles. I don't usually do this kind of thing. The properties we own are for the minors, but there is a house that's vacant right now that might be suitable. You know, the old Maxwell place. What? You can't be serious. That place is falling apart. Look, I'll tell you what. I won't even make you pay the rent for the first month. Consider a payment for not literally giving up my soul to get rid of the ghost that wasn't causing any problems till the two of you lived there. That's funny. I thought it was your family that pissed off the ghost. Because it furiously pulls out a key ring before picking one off and handing it to Oscar. Thank you. This really means a lot to me and Rosalina. Now, if all of you don't mind, I'm going home. I think I've done enough social interaction for a lifetime tonight. Finish up whatever you have to do here. I'll wait by the car. Tabitha doesn't wait for you to respond, pushing past you and heading towards the car. To think that ghosts are actually real. I mean, I know we don't have any hard evidence on us, but we all vividly experience the same thing. Stella's got to be over the moon right now. Where is Stella? I kind of thought she'd be excited rattling off theories by now. Oh, she's just standing there by herself. This isn't like her. Is she okay? I was wondering the same thing. We just saw ghosts and she's just standing off by herself. Which, like, fair. That'd be a normal reaction from anyone else who had just seen a ghost. But this is Stella we're talking about. I'm gonna go check in with her. Walk over still. Oh, hey, Kate. You okay? I'm so sorry, Kate. I don't think I can talk right now. I'll call you, okay? She hurries off down the road. Okay? I guess she hit her limit. Should we go after her? I think she just needs some time to herself. Stella's never been the kind to share her burdens, and I doubt that'll change just because somebody goes chasing after her. If anything, it'd just make her climb up even more. She's a strong girl. She'll be okay. I'm honestly surprised she and Zane are the only ones heading out right now. You've all been through something awful, and each and every one of you needs rest. Especially you, Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours getting any worse. God, what a disaster this whole night has been. I had no idea it would turn out like this. I'm so sorry, everyone. Stop apologizing, Dad. We're the ones who don't have a house anymore. We don't even have the library now. There was another carving in there. It's a pretty weird coincidence, right? Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. Have you been finding carvings around town? I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorizing about it, but this and that all night long. There'll be plenty of time for that tomorrow. I ran into Wayne in one of those rooms, and he vaguely threatened Stella if I kept poking around. Wait, are you serious? That creep threatened her? Should we be worried about her? He also crushed a ditchling with his bare hands. It was pretty scary. That's just another reason we should keep our distance. Stella's smart. Hopefully she'll be okay. Do you say anything else to you? We don't need to trouble Kate for any more details. No one pay any mind to that man. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make trouble. I'm really sorry, Oscar. I'm really sorry, Rosalina. It's okay. Worse things have happened to people, and the price is just too high. We'll find a way to pick this up. I know you did everything you could for us, Kate. It probably was smart not to trust that ghost anyways. You won't have to do it alone, Oscar. You can help yourself to whatever you need from the store. This is a good town full of good people, Kate. We won't let this ruin Oscar. What do we do about the library? We can always board it up until the ghost goes away, right? The mines were boarded up, and that just made us want to go down there even more. We can't just tell them it's mega haunted. Even if folks believe us, that'll just make them want to investigate for themselves. Just take a page out of tab of this book. We'll say there's a gas leak. That should do the trick, at least for a while. Sybil, is there a chance this goes away on its own? I'm not really on authority on these things, but it doesn't seem interested in fading away. Okay, that's settled then. We board it up. We say there was a gas leak. We just hope no one gets curious, I guess. It's the best we can do for now. Were you all conscious the whole time? Everyone glances at each other. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we remember everything, at least up until Sybil showed up and snapped us out of it. What was it like being puppeted? They all glance away. It hurt. Why didn't I make the kids stay behind? I can't believe I let that happen to them. Dad, this might be the overwhelming pain and exhaustion, but shut up. I love you. None of this is your fault, okay? I had no idea what I was going to say until the words were already spilling out, but I remember each and every one of them. It's like they were burned into my memory. You poor souls, I can't even begin to imagine what you've all been through. We should probably get going. It's starting to get chilly out, and I don't want to keep Alexis's parents up too late. I'll be over later tonight with some bedding and hot tea, and I'll have the Miles bring you your groceries in the morning. Don't be a stranger and let us know if you need anything, okay? I believe it's time for me and my daughter to get home as well. But, Kanika dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need to get some rest. Okay. Kanika wearily trucks back to the general store. Before I go, Sybil places a hand on your arm, holding you back for a moment. I'm sure you have questions after everything you saw tonight, but let's not get into it here. I think everyone could use a little rest and relaxation right now, yourself included. If you swing by the tea room sometime tomorrow, say early afternoon, you and I can have a little chat. I'll see you then, Kate. Sybil leaves you and catches up to her daughter. You can't help but overhear snippets of their conversation as they leave. My whole body hurts, Mom. What was that? And I want a better answer than a ghost. It was a spirit, dear. I've never been a fan of the word ghost. You'll be alright. Let me get you some of that special tea. It's been working well, don't you? No. I think ibuprofen will be better, but I gotta admit, the tea has been nice. Put the kettle on as soon as we get home. Time to wrap things up here. Go back to the estate. Whew, things have gotten crazy. The right back is fairly silent as you and Tabitha reflect on the night's events and your decision to leave the haunting intact. I'm glad we're both still in one piece. Me too. It's like Sybil said, it's done and there's nothing we can do about it now other than move on. So I guess ghosts are real? Yeah, I guess so. Oh, what happened? How do you feel about that? The same as I felt before we went into that house. Be surprised how quickly people adjust to terrible realities. I'd much rather move on from what happened tonight than make a big deal out of it, and I'm sure most of your little friends feel the same way. Right in silence. My bad. You're back inside after the events of this evening. The howling winds and unsteady creaks of the estate almost feel like a warm welcome. Well, we're back. Let's see. I want to talk about Wayne. Really talk. Your cousin's size. What do you want to know? Why is he all gross? He's sick or something. Probably part of why he's such a creepy weirdo now. I don't know if it's contagious, but I wouldn't rule that out, so don't go near him. So Wayne's a he now. Back in the ghost realm, he was an it. Does it really matter? I was scared in there, and right now I'm so exhausted I can barely think straight. Who cares if Wayne is a he or an it? Either way, he's bad news, and you best steer clear. You really... What does he know that you're afraid... You really don't want me talking to him. What does he know that you're afraid I'll find out? I just know him. Please trust me when I say he's bad news. Why is he following me? He's a creep, stalking his ex's cousin. All the more reason not to talk to him. He's a different man now. Stay away from him. Do you think he's actually going to hurt Stella? No, he's a creep, but I don't think he has it in him to hurt him. I don't know if you've noticed, but Stella is irritatingly resourceful. She'll be fine. Did you kill him? I don't think Stella, I don't think Tabitha did. I think her mom did. I bet that, Do you think Stella's going to be okay, like emotionally? She wandered off back there. I'm worried about her. She has an uncanny way of bouncing back from things. She'll be fine. What's going to happen in the library? It'll stay boarded up until the real ghost hunter comes in or something. Or maybe Charlie will just get fed up and disappear. I don't know how ghosts work. It's not our problem anyway. The important thing is we both get out of there, and even though everybody got banged up, nobody died. I don't even charge Oscar and much rent for the old Maxwell place, out of the kindness of my heart. I'm sure they'll find something soon. How did you know to call Sybil? Who else should I have called? The cops? I believe you've seen their competence on full display. Besides, I'm sure you heard the old woman talk. If anyone in this town would have known how to deal with a ghost, it'd be her, right? I don't know about you, but I feel pretty traumatized right now. That's great. Now you're really a Scarlet. Let this be a lesson to you, Kate. Alright, I think it's time for adjournment. That's a good idea. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Don't keep poking around looking for trouble. You just have to make it to the funeral. 4 more days, that's all. And then the bus comes. I'd like to stay in touch after all this is done. Maybe. we could do that. It's been kind of lonely, being the only Scarlet in our generation. It would be nice to have someone else in the family. We'll see how things go. Anyway, night. See you tomorrow. Time to go to bed. Okay. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. It's Wednesday night. Nearly half a week has passed since you first arrived in town, and a little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. now commands the entirety of City Hall, a swirling void of wrath and despair that the people of this town will have to learn to ignore. Disaster looms its tallest jet over Scarlet Hollow. Oh my. Is someone like crucified over there? Like, oh, right. Not loving this. Because part of me is like, well, you know, I didn't have anything to do with all this. In fact, I didn't know anything about this life. But at the same time, you know, I don't blame people for the sins of their fathers unless they're continuing that process. If that makes sense or not. Episode, please do so now with Booksmart. Finish episode 3 with Keen Eye. Okay. So we'll leave this one off here. I'm going to save. So that was the end of day 3, I believe. So we will continue on with this story at a later time. Like I said, there's only 4 episodes out so far. So the next one, I will probably break up into 2 parts again if need be. Because I have a feeling we're really getting into the story part of it now. So we're about halfway through. So, that being said, I'll leave that off here and we'll come back to and finish episode 4 at a later time. And this is actually pretty creepy. I'm loving like the sort of uneasiness you feel with everything, and like how all the choices have consequences. And I feel like I've made a horrible mistake. But we'll see what happens. It's amazing all the different things that can come out of this, which, whew, that's why all these episodes are taking so long to come out with, because you have all these different, you know, this choose your own adventure stuff. You know, one thing changes the whole course of it. So, we will leave this episode off here, and I will come back later and we'll do episode 4. I'm kind of wishing I had waited, but I don't think this game's going to be done till like somewhere in 2026. So I think when new episodes come out, I'll just kind of add to them as they happen. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to chomp down that like button if you did like it. Leave a comment down below with any other game suggestions that you'd like to see from me. Share this channel with your friends and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already to see other videos that I've done. I will see you all for episode 4.